Here we go again, Bungie. Second complaint so far. This one's not of rage. This is just a fresh. This is one that's just like asking why. Like, it's not that I'm mad. It's just that I'm. It's getting boring at this point. Like, look, I'm having fun with your game, made a new Titan character, having fun and everything. And I also pre-ordered Lightfall because I'm hyped for that shit. After playing the one with the ice power, it was fun. But I gotta say something, and it's really good. Just a good question. Why do you keep making boss arenas with giant holes everywhere to fall through? Like, let's say you want to activate your super, right? Let's go beyond light. When you do the first thing that wants you attune with, and you're fighting the Vex for the first time with stasis abilities. So, at some point, there's like a bunch of cracks in the ice. And when you're fighting the Vex with the ice abilities, sometimes you get you feel powerful because it lets it recharge quickly and stuff. But the minute you want to jump over one of those weird gaps, like on the right side or left side, you could fall in between the cracks and just die. And at first I thought, okay, well that's just a little mistake. But then all over the place, in every map, in every boss fight, except the end of when you fight what's her name? You know what I mean. When you fight the weird big bad of the fucking DLC with the new power. Like, when you beat her, she doesn't have there's not a lot of pits everywhere you can fall down and die. Like, you don't have any cliffs in that one, which is good. I like no cliffs. Well, for the first half, there's no cliffs. For the second half, when you start using safe abilities to kill her, there's tons of cliffs. Like, what the hell are you doing? Like, I'm not mad about it. It's just frustrating to activate your super. And then when you run up to a boss, it just, like, shockwaves you, which is, by the way, really annoying. Too much shockwave, man. Like, yeah, you can have a shockwave and knock you back, but don't let it, like, throw you millions of miles in an hour. When I'm fighting one of those weird fallen tanks, they do that shit, and they knock you all the way through a fucking wall, and you're dead on impact. Like, that's not fair. Especially when you're playing as, like, a character. Like, I like to play as my Titan, like, the guy who likes to use both like melee damage for the bigger hits, but is willing to use the ranged weapons as a thing that I'm not if I'm not sure if I can make it alive when I do it. But when I use my super ability, which are mostly melee based, which all of them are really melee based, it's really annoying to activate the hammer super, the one where you not throw, but the one where you can spin it around and smash it, and only just to be smacked and thrown to the wall. Literally just thrown to the wall, and it's really annoying. But sometimes you're not even thrown against a wall. Sometimes it just knocks you, and you fall like on a little cliff face that's where. Let's say you're like, sometimes you're fighting on platforms, and then you have things that go into like an endless pit that you die in because because you just activated your super and you got knocked in there without you knowing you're gonna get knocked in. You can't use it. You literally just wasted a super on just getting knocked back by an enemy and thrown into a pit. Sometimes when you're and here's the thing, you can fly around in this game with like the jump abilities they give you, or the teleport abilities, depending if you're a warlock or or a hunter. And when you move like that, you kind of what do you call it? You kind of oh that's right. You can accidentally you can stop flying in midair because it runs out of energy, and then I don't know, fall into a pit. Yeah, everyone wants to fall into a hole in the ground that you keep overusing in every map. So, my only question is, like, why? Just why? Okay? Why? Like, you don't need all these holes, you know? Like, when I was, like, and here's the thing. I just finished the thing to get the, hold on. Let me get it. It's right here. I got the exotic weapon. I got that. I got the Risk Runner, but I just got the Risk Runner from the mission. But, yeah, so I just got the Risk Runner from the mission. But halfway through casting my super and having fun against the boss, I accidentally fly backwards, and then I, fall into the pit halfway from like starting to use my thing. Like, I haven't even like fully used it. I used like a bit of energy, and then I just fell in the pit and lost all that progress of super ability. So, yet again, why? Why do you design that? Do you not see how annoying that could be? Let's say you were the player. Let's say one of your developers like enjoyed playing this game constantly, and yeah, because you're a developer, you get certain things that you can do because you're a developer. You get like rewards and stuff that other people can't get. exclusively, but let's say you're just trying to play like a normal player, right? And then you accidentally jump the wrong way, or the boss fight, the boss shockwaves you across, like throws you across the room from a shockwave ability. So, and you fall down one of these pits or get slammed into a wall. Do you not see how annoying that could be for other players? Like it's a little annoying. Like, look, I'm getting as good as some pros. Like, if you see my power level, I'm getting better, but like, that really means nothing if I'm getting like thrown into the edge. It really doesn't work. You need to so please, while you're still developing Lightfall, and you may see, and developer sees this, if one of you developers see this while you're working on the Lightfall thing, could you? And I'm asking this as kindly as I can possibly can to any company, even though you have made me mad in the past with the stupid Forerunner thing, which I'm still waiting on a fix for that for everybody. But when it comes to it in full, when you create Lightfall, and we're all able to go to Neptune and, see the city and stuff and get the power, do not make us grabbing the power, please do not make the power tedious like you did with, like you did with Stasis, because Stasis took forever. It took too long. Okay? Like, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I get it, you want to milk out the power, you want us to work for this new awesome ability. I get that, but it was a little too much, to ask for in, like, a long session. I had to do it, like, part by part. It took me, like, 3 days to get even close to the grenade with my first Titan. This is my 5th Titan I had to create, because the other ones I made were kind of crappy builds, and this one's the best build I've had so far. But when it comes to trying to grab the grenades, which I did with my Hunter, who I really enjoy, but I'm basically just a Titan guy. Yeah, when I got the Hunters all that stuff for the Hunter done, it took like about a week to get it all done, because there was so much it told me to do, and that was kind of annoying, No one wants to sit there for hours on end waiting for step by step for hours, just trying to figure out when will the task of collecting random crap and doing certain melee kills or grenade kills and stuff with abilities just to get it done. Like, come on, man, that takes too long. Like, look, I'm loving the game. I've been having more fun. I literally, actually, you know what? Here, just to prove something, the reason why I've been enjoying your game, I literally have just beaten your season. I got to the end of your season. Like, look, I enjoyed it. All of these rewards that I've gotten for actually playing the game, it's fun. I'm sad there's no free silver. Let's be honest, if you did that, that would actually make a lot of people happy. So, it's nothing wrong with that there, sometimes it's slower. But I have to be honest, the longer you make, the longer you do this, it's fun, and some people are saying it's going to get boring, but I know you can do it, so please, for the love of God, do not add too many fall down stuff. I understand we're going to be running on rooftops like in a city, but maybe you can make something kind of like what Dying Light 2 has in a way. Don't take it fully from inspiration, but use inspiration for because they had the paraglider in they had a glider parachute thing you could use in Dying Light 2, and it lets you fly across the city when you went on a high building and jumped in a wind chute, like a wind current. So could you make wind currents all over the city? So if you accidentally fall, it can push you right back up. Just so we don't have too many drop... you can still have drop-down points, but don't have too many. And if we're in a boss arena, please, just make safety... make a safety pushing thing that makes you get right back onto the, on the platform, so you don't fall off and waste your super, or something else that can make it more annoying. Could you... And I'm asking this with the toughness of my heart, please. Please, make this literal. We need... the gameplay will be good. The power will be amazing. I'm pretty sure... Now, I'm going to make a guess here. I'm pretty sure your power, and I know this is getting longer than usual, but I'm pretty sure your strand ability, I got you covered, bro. I think I figured it out. Since I know you like Hunters a lot, Bungie, trust me, we all know this, but you've already made the Hunter the most powerful stasis user. I believe, by reading the description of the powers for the characters, for the different classes, I believe what you're doing for Strand is making sure that I'm pretty sure that it's going to be the Warlock that's the most powerful, but who knows? It could also be the Titan, but I doubt you would ever make the Hunter the most powerful. I bet you'll make him just as powerful as one of the other. as another class, and one of the classes will be overpowered. But that's fine, you know. Add what you want, make it good. I believe in you for once. You know, you have been doing better and you have been fixing things. But please stop adding pits. Like, stop, and please lessen the shockwave. Please, I don't want to be rammed into a wall at 900 miles per hour. So, like, see, I actually have this because they won't let me open it. Like, I press it doesn't open it because I've already pre-ordered it. You know, even just to prove it here, I'll go back in my character menu. I'll show you I pre-ordered it here. I have out the ghost shell and the thing. So, yeah. Well, it's not the new pre-order, but it's basic. So, last thing I'm going to say, thank you for making game better, but please update it to where you don't have all the crazy shit that will, you know, make me mad, like falling off of the thing after activating my super and getting rammed into a wall. And oh, please make the boss. And by the way, please tell him. And I'm hoping this. And this is not asking. I'm not asking right now. I'm gonna hope, and I'm hoping, and I really am hoping that you don't mess up this time. If you do it right, you'll make all the community happy. So thank you and goodbye. So yeah, this is usually this, and by the way, usually this channel would be used for ranting about all the crazy stuff that companies do and, well, game developers do. But you know what? This time I'm actually pretty happy. I'm just making a small formal complaint about how some things are getting a repetitive. No, I can deal with it. Like I'm good. It's just, you know. But thank you and goodbye.